Hi, I'm John Watson, and in this video I'm going to show you how to take some Java code from the zyBooks textbook and build it in NetBeans. So here I'm looking at Chapter 1, Module 3, Basic Output, and notice we have a class here called KeepCalm. So in NetBeans, in fact I'll even copy this name. NetBeans, I'm going to create a new project, which I'll call, remember it's Java application. I'm going to call it KeepCalm, and I'm going to remember to take off the package on the front, leaving just the class name of KeepCalm. Now I've got this boilerplate text. While not necessary, I'm going to take off the extra comments just so we can focus on the material that matters. So now that I've got this class, notice there's public class KeepCalm, public static void main. We already have that here, so all I really want is a code within the main method. Highlight this, copy it, I'll come over to here, and I'll replace here. Now you'll notice there's a little yellow highlight. It's actually saying it's an unnecessary return statement. It can be used, but it does not have to be there. We'll ignore that for now. So at this point, I've got a NetBeans project with a class that's just like this. And if we did this correctly, we should see output that looks like what we see here on the right in zyBooks. I'm going to save it, and I'm going to run it, and voila, KeepCalm and carry on. Notice that there's no spaces, and everything is jammed together on one line. That's because the code that I copied used system out print. And as the second example shows, if we change that to system out, actually before I do that I want to show one more little thing. Right here you can see that com and are mashed together. That's because Java prints everything that it sees within the quotes no matter what. It doesn't insert anything, it doesn't remove anything. So I'm going to put a blank space around the word and. So it says KeepCalm and carry on with spaces around it. Now if you remember the output before, it was all mashed together. When I run it again, voila, I have output with spaces in it. We can take this a step further, and if I change this to copy it, and I'm going to replace the contents of main with the second version, which is using print line. Now when I save this and run it, it says KeepCalm with a line feed and another line feed, and then carry on finally. So that's one way in which you can get your output from zyBooks into NetBeans. Now I want to repeat this for a lab exercise. So in this case I'm going to go to 1.12, and I'll make sure I start with the default template that you guys are going to see. Notice my class is called Basic Output. I'm going to copy that name. In NetBeans I create a new project. I call it Basic Output. Remember to remove your package. Delete the unnecessary comments. There isn't actually any code. It says type your code here and then return, but I'll go ahead and copy that anyways. Now looking back here, it says write a program that outputs the following. Hello world. We can do that. In fact, I'm even going to be lazy and not type that. I'm going to copy that text, and I'm going to do system out print line quotes, paste the text in, put a semicolon on the end, save it, and run it, and it says hello world, and I have my first line of output. Now we want to print how are you question mark on a new line. So I'm going to do another system out print line print hello, how are you, with a semicolon. Save that, run it, and there's my 2 lines of output. Now, this is a little bit trickier. We're going to print I'm fine, but notice this extra space in front. So here, oops, I'm going to collect all that, including the spaces, copy it, add one more, system.out.println, and notice the additional spaces in there. Put a semicolon on the end, save everything, run it, and it says hello world, how are you? I'm fine. And that looks an awful lot like the output. So now that I think my output is all working, I'm going to take these lines of code, copy them, paste them back here, switch to submit, submit for grading, and there you have the output is exactly what is expected. So in this example, I not only did basic output, but I also copied the zyBooks lab into a NetBeans project so I could work on it there.